he was gonna be here. Somebody told me Zay was gonna be here.
Right.
Blame your uncle.
No, he's with his mom, so that's what that is.
All right, that's all the cousins I have here. I didn't know Kendi was gonna be here either. I'm sorry about that. You gonna be at the end though. I'm gonna keep you to the end. All right, next person up is Miss Angel Hewitt.
All right.
My auntie, Angel. I like to call my auntie
Diana Ross.
My little chipmunk. Because if you ever sat in a house or in a movie with her, she will yell at the top of her lungs for no reason.
Participation.
You are not in the movie, even if she's seen the movie 14 times. She will yell like it's the first time she ever saw it. My aunt will cry over everything. Everything. Severe emotions. And whenever we moved in with my aunt, it was great because whenever Dad was at work or Ashley was at work or Mason, I had somebody to sit and talk to. I had somebody to be happy with whenever I was down about something. And you know, whenever I was watching, we had so many shows we used to watch. I'm waiting for the 100. I'm waiting for.
Oh yeah.
Waiting for it. We would sit down and watch, and that hour I had with her, the times that I'd go sit out there with Hoss or Kevin or Clyde, we would just sit there and have fun. And I think that's what I'm gonna miss the most is just sitting there and enjoying my hour or any of the times that we were out there just sitting and enjoying and talking about something, even though she was always right. And come September, I will serve for you, and I love you.
Oh,
Next up, she ain't here either. It's supposed to be Baisha was supposed to be next.
right. What happened?
I don't know. They both coming?
All right. Well, we can do part 2.
Well, then we'll go with Aunt Leslie. She's up next. She probably didn't think she was gonna get something, but she here and she gonna get something. My Aunt Leslie is the cool aunt that I have.
Thank you. Hey! Hi!
Oh my God.
Talk about Leslie.
My Aunt Leslie, this is my cool aunt. You know, whenever I turned 21, I thought, who better to call up than Aunt Leslie and Denise. This is my party homegirl, and over the times that she would bring Lily over, we bonded a lot, and I'm gonna miss her randomly attacking me when I would come. She would wrap her whole body around me and drag me to the ground for no reason. I went to go get some Pepsi. I went to go get some Pepsi. So I think that's what I'm gonna miss the most. Is having her there for me, ready to snatch anybody up.
Anybody.
And I love you, and come September, I will be serving for you.
Oh my God, he's killing me.
Next up, I'm going to bring up 2 ladies next, because I wish Lorraine was here also, so I can talk about her too.
You're really killing me.
You should have FaceTimed her.
I wish Lorraine was here so she could come back here with me too. But Sherry and Niecy, both of y'all come up, please. I wish BB was here too. I probably bring her.
BB's supposed to be here.
I don't know where she is.
BB's pregnant. BB's pregnant somewhere.
All right, these 2 ladies, these are my other moms. If y'all don't know who she is, this is Sherry and this is Niecy. These are my other moms. They basically raised me when my mom couldn't. When she was too busy to do something else. They basically raised me.
I was working. Don't say something else.
Don't
say something
Don't
else.
take it wrong. Don't take it wrong.
Many nights with Taylor in her room.
Yes, these are my other moms. Niecy is that one aunt that you have that would show up, would be a little quiet, but she was crazy. And I love her for that. You know, all the times that they moved to California, it's been hard because I haven't got to see her much. I haven't got to see Deja Blue either. But I felt like she still was extremely important in my life into the making of who I am. I would always grow up to see Niecy and be a strong woman. And I'm glad to have her in my life.
Oh.
And I'm glad for her to be a non-blood aunt because she literally is a second mom to me. And she is a huge impact to my life. And, I love her. And now Miss Sherry. What can I say about Miss Sherry? She can cook. I love me some Sherry cooking. And it seems that every time I would go over her house, I was never left out. I was always happy. I was never, you know, sad or depressed or, you know, I was always busy doing something with either Trent or Taylor or for I was just sitting there. Sherry would always come to, you know, say what's up. And Sherry has always been there to be that one aunt that was just always crazy. No matter if she was never shy, she was just always crazy. And these are the women that I would, when I grew up, if these two women were around my mom, they were probably drinking.
That's right.
And that was the best times to be around them. For that reason, yeah. And I will always love both of them. And they will always be important to me. And come September, I will be serving for you too.
Oh,
I love both of
she's killing me.
Alright, next up. BB is supposed to be here.
No, she ain't here.
Next up, Uncle Lafio.
Uncle Lafio! Get up,
Mr.
sir.
Jerry Curl himself.
Yeah, buddy.
Come on.
Uncle Lo, this is my Japanese influence above all.
Right.
Afro Samurai is still one of my favorite animes. Period. I love me some Afro Samurai, and it's because of him. He was the uncle that you would go around to just joke around with. Because whenever I would go to his house and relax, I was either playing Tekken or he was showing me some new karate move he had learned from somewhere.
True.
The only reason I know Bruce Lee is because of him. And he's very much so irreplaceable to me.
Aww.
Over the past few years, he's been a little missing. But you know what? I still love him because of how big he impacted me.
Aww.
Every time he would call me or I would see him, you doing right? You acting up? 'Cause I kill you. And that's what he would first say to me. And I always thought it was weird, but now growing up to see that I didn't do drugs, I didn't go out and do gang violence, I wasn't a bad child for the most part. It was because of men like my uncle. It's because of men like my father, like Dimitri. It's because of the strong women I had in my life, and that is irreplaceable. And to me, I will still always be the king of Tekken, and you can't beat me. I love my uncle so much.
Cameron, you're the best. Cameron, you're the best.
Right. I love you, Uncle. Trust me. And if Uncle V was here, he'd probably have the longest.
Right, Uncle V needs to be here.
I know.
I love me, Uncle V. Uncle Kenny left before I could even. Oh, I was so mad, but it's fine. I love Uncle Kenny too. I'm gonna tell you a little story about Uncle Kenny though. Since he ain't here, y'all can send this to him.
Alright.
As a kid, he would always promise me one thing. Every time I saw him, whenever he used to work at the car dealership,
Yes.
he would promise me that the next time he would see me, he would give me the monster truck. Remote control monster truck.
Oh,
Every
yes.
time I
You were a
saw him.
child. Oh, my
Every time.
Lord. Funny. You
And
were a
I
child.
want that monster truck. I want it.
Still waiting.
You were
Believe it,
a
I'm still
child
waiting.
when he said that. Hilarious. Oh, does you remember that?
I remember that
Hilarious.
since the first time he told me he was going to give that to me. I've never forgotten. I've been waiting. It's been too long.
You were a child.
18 years later.
All right. Next up, my grandparents. Both Jerry and Grandma Barr. Both of y'all get up here.
Come on. Time to go. Time to move.
Hey, Grandma Bar.
That's my mom and her man.
Alright, let's start off with Jerry first. I think we'll start off with Jerry.
Alright.
The one prominent thing that I would remember about Jerry is, how about them cowgirls?
Right.
Every time. Every time.
Hammer, don't forget.
He's a Steelers fan. That's black and yellow up there right now, y'all. Black and yellow.
If you ever been around Jerry, he is. Oh my God, his people skills are amazing. He can talk to anyone.
Yes.
And make their day great. And that's what I enjoy about him. Is that we
Yes.
can just talk for hours on end. And that's what I love about him. That's what I admire, and that's an ideal and a character. And that's a characteristic that I like to hold dear to my heart. That I learned from mostly Jerry. Oh, Taylor, you next. You getting up there, girl. That I can learn from Jerry because he's great at it. And if you know Jerry, you know Jerry's famous ham. Oh. I won't be
They've been talking about that ham for years, Jerry.
It's some of the best ham I've ever had. And I want me some more. I want some more ham.
They have ham in here.
Yeah. And now it's on to my beautiful, beautiful grandmother.
Oh, God, you killing me.
I feel like my mom wouldn't be half the woman she is without my grandma. And that's why when I look at my grandmother, I can be proud. My grandmother, I've kept every single card that I can remember that my grandmother has sent me for countless holidays, birthdays, even random events.
Random events.
She doesn't miss anything.
They come.
They're all in a box. Trust me, I have them all.
Oh.
And that is the one thing that I'll always miss and remember is those cards, because they always, no matter how willy, wacky, or serious they were, they still were just great, and I love to get them. Every time I had a birthday, I'd come to my mom, hey, where's my card from Grandma? And it wasn't because of the money. I mean, it was a bonus.
And then next card, I have to send the money.
Yeah. But it's because I love the sweet words she would always give me, and the cards were always something special to me, and I will always hold them. And come September, I will serve for the both of them.
Oh, shit. You're killing me.
Jerry got something to say.
Oh, wait, Jerry's got something to say.
Being a graduate of the Air Force, I know he's going to be an outstanding warrior. Believe me, he's going to be really good with it.
Amen.
So, do a good job.
Thank you. Yay.
I'm mad at you. I'm mad at you. All right, I went through all my cousins. This is the beautiful Taylor May Taylor Gator. I love her so much.
You go, girl. I love that
so
hair.
Taylor's has watched out for me since I was a fat, pudgy blob on the ground.
Wake me up at 4 o'clock in the morning.
I was a hassle when I was a kid. And I feel like if I didn't have Taylor, I'd be crazy and in an insane asylum right now. Taylor was always there, just like my Aunt Leslie, just like Deja, to keep me in check and to beat me up every time. And now that I'm finna be gone, Kevin, it's your turn. I'm done.
Yeah.
That's it.
Get ready.
I'm like the perfect child. That's it. I'm out. She is also one of my anime otaku homies. We keep it real around here.
Should have went to ACON with us.
Why did you invite us?
He had to graduate high
He graduated on ACON, so I couldn't invite him.
And the one thing that I'll miss most is just sitting in her room, or sitting in, whenever I went over to Sherry's for Easter or whatever, we went to just go for a random dinner date. The one thing that I will miss the most is bonding with her, because just like Brianna, they both knew me so well because they grew up with me. They grew up babysitting me just like Deja did. They know me so well. They know what I like, what facial expressions show what mannerisms show what, and that's something that I will always cherish and that can never be taken back from me, is those three most important ladies.